What's up, FOA Squad? I'm Anthony and welcome to our channel, Life with Anthony. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Happy whatever day I get to post this video for you guys. So guys, I am standing underneath a couple of apple trees. I see a lot of apples on these trees here. Unfortunately, they're starting to go bad and fall off the trees. But I think it's kind of cool that I see and have an apple tree right next to my site. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of the apples. Again, unfortunately, they are starting to go bad and fall off the tree. But nonetheless, I still think it's pretty cool that I have an apple tree behind my site. So check them out. I hope you guys can see them. There we go. That's a lot better. Too bad they're going bad. Cassie was trying to get me to eat an apple from off the tree. It's not as many as it were. Oh, there's a nice cluster of them right there. But I've seen the rabbits and the squirrels. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them up there. I've seen the rabbits and squirrels eat the apples that fall from the tree. Pretty neat. All right guys, now I've shown you the pool area on this campground at Freedom Valley. So I think I'm gonna now walk over and show you guys a little bit of the rec room, which has the pool table, another game, and they also have a dance floor and then an outdoor area with a fire pit. So let's head on over there and take a look at that. It's a little dark in here right now, but I'm sure you guys can see pretty good. But check this out. I love this area on this campground. It has some seating. It has a pool table. I don't know what the name of this game is, but this was not here last year when I came. I did play this game last week. I'll talk about this game a little bit in a few minutes and show you guys how it's played. And this is the dance floor right here. I love the whole big speaker on the door there. Also, what they have is a dartboard that's right there on the wall, so you can throw some darts if you like. But what I really like about this area is how it connects to the outside. Look at this. This is really nice. So you can chill in that area, you can play pool, you can play the other game, you can dance, you can hang out here. It has a fire pit. Has a fire pit that's always lit during the weekend, and believe me, I've stood by this fire pit when it's lit. It really gets you warm. And here is a look at this side of the campground. Now, when I first came here with the minivan, I was parked right behind that structure right there, and I was on the grass. But here's a look at this campsite, this campground. This is such a cool area. And sometimes they have a food truck that will be parked right there over the weekends, so you can order some food. But yeah, this is a really nice area. I like this area. Has a television there. All right, let me talk. I don't know much about this game, but I do know how to demonstrate how it's played. So let me do that. All right, guys, I don't know what these are called, but I'm going to call them sliders for now. You have 4 gray sliders and you have 4 black sliders. And the object of the game is to push your slider down to the other end, which is very slippery. They have some of this white snow-like stuff on here that I guess helps make it a little more difficult. And you slide it down here, and the object is to land on the 1, 2, and 3. You obviously want to land on 3, but your opponent can slide you down and knock you off. And if they stay on the 3, they get the points. So let me put you guys up and kind of show you guys how it's played. All right. The object is to take a slider and slide it down. You got to kind of get a feel of how hard to push it. That was a little too hard because it went over. That might be a 1, I'm not sure. All right, so this is what I've done. So I don't know where the 1 line is right here, but I don't think these made it. That wasn't nearly as hard. All right, let's move y'all up this end. Ah, man. There we go. Got a 2. Hey, got a 1. All right, see, I did pretty good this time. I got 1 and a 2, so I would have 3 points. All right. Last time. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh, man. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Ah, there we go. Hey, that was good. Oh, man. This one was a lot better, boy. I got 2 3s and a 1. So that's 7 points. All right, guys, now it's time to get into some lights. I want to decorate my site with some lights so that it will look nice at night. So I bought this box of lights. There are 16 solar lights in this box for $28. Can you believe that? 16 lights for just $28. So I'm super excited. I'm going to go ahead and prep these lights, and then I'll show you guys what my design plan is, and then I'll go ahead and execute that. So let's get into these lights. Now, one thing I learned about using solar lights is that you have to turn them on. Because I bought some of these lights before and sat them out in the sun, and then realized that I didn't even turn them on. So on the back of each one, you see they have a on and off button. They, of course, come off because you don't want them to be used prior to someone buying them. So they're off now. I'm going to go ahead and prep them. 16 of them. So let's take the first 4. Okay, it has 4 of these and 4 of these. So let me see how they are supposed to go. Okay, that's screwed in like that. And I'm assuming that this goes, okay, and here. Okay, maybe it's this way. Okay, yeah, it's this way. And that is how they go. So basically you take one of these and one of these, and you screw this in. Bam. Then you take your solar, you put this in here like this, twist it, and it's in place. So we'll do all of these at a good pace, since I now know how to do it. Alrighty. Nice, nice, nice. Uh-oh. Something fell out. Oh, they also come with a pack of screws if you want to, I guess, screw them somewhere. But I like doing it and sticking them in the ground. All right. I made some spaghetti yesterday, and let me tell you, it was so good. It was so, so good. I made it outside on the cooktop, and I'm gonna eat the rest of it today. What happened to movie food? Movie food used to be so good. I used to like getting, I remember when White Marsh, the Avenue movie theater, opened up for the first time. Man, that food was so good. It came with you can get like a chicken tender and fries combo. Nowadays, you gotta buy everything separate. They don't even have combos no more. Or they might have them in some, but they don't have chicken tender combos. So you gotta buy the fries separate. It's so annoying, especially as a lifetime moviegoer myself, and I know how it used to be back in the days. And then I remember when White Marsh first opened up their combo, you got a soda, you got the chicken tenders, and you got the fries, the curly fries, all for a combo for like $18. Now you gotta pay, what, $8, $8 or $9 for the chicken tenders. It's just crazy. Okay, where's this other one? And then let me not get on the food quality of movie theaters. It's horrible. It's horrible. The movie theater that I go to in Florida, oh my goodness. Those I don't buy it. I don't buy it anymore. And I'm so disappointed in it, because I'm one of those people that I have to eat in the movie theater. It just gives me the whole entire experience of going to the movies. So I like to eat at the movie theater. But it's getting harder and harder for me to eat and buy that food that is more expensive, but way less quality. It's getting hard. Like when I went to the movies today to see Weapons. One sec, let me get the last 4 out. When I went to the movies today to see the movie Weapons, I just got like a small popcorn and a small drink. I tell you what is still good though at the movies, the nachos. I haven't had a bad batch of nachos, and you get a pretty decent amount of the nachos. But I eat those nachos before the movie even starts. You know, you buy your food before the movie starts, and then you gotta go through the previews and all that stuff. And by the time all that's done, I done ate them nachos. So I don't have nothing, nothing to eat when the movie starts. That never fails, unless it's a big bag of popcorn of some. All right, working on the last 4. Making sure that these are in good. There we go. Last 2. Italy and Greece coming up. Yay! Italy and Greece coming up. Followed by the cruise. So at Camp Mars, where I have my site, all done, all done, all done. All right, what I was about to say, at Camp Mars, we're going to be having a fall festival, and I volunteered to have a hot dog stand. So I'm going to be serving hot dogs and potato chips and maybe some water, but some other perms are having drinks. All right, guys, I'm so excited about that fall festival because I think it's going to be so good. And the success of it is going to depend on how many people come to the campground that weekend. Because, you know, we can set it up nice and great, but if hardly anyone come to the campground that weekend, it's not going to be that much of a success. So, if you go to Camp Mars, or have been to Camp Mars, or are thinking about going to Camp Mars down in Venus, Florida, go during the fall festival weekend, which is November the 13th through the 16th. I mean, Billy is doing an amazing job at putting things together. Billy's line of work is carnival work. So he has all kinds of things related to carnival. Booths, cotton candy making machines, and everything. So he is really going all out to make this fall festival one of the best events at Camp Mars. And we are all a part of a group text. So he's been texting us and updating us on things and asking if we need anything, help, this, that, and the other. They're also having a setup booth competition, who decorates their booth the best. And I think I have a pretty good subject to do a really good decoration to my booth. I mean, it's a hot dog stand. I've already been looking on Amazon at hot dog stand decorations and everything. I'm so psyched. I'm gonna win that prize. I don't know if it's a prize involved, but I'm gonna win that booth competition. You watch. I'm gonna decorate my site so good. But anyway, I'm super excited for that. Once again, if you are in the area, or you can make plans to be at Camp Mars for the fall festival, November the 13th through the 16th, come and get a hot dog and chips from me. See you guys there. All right, now that I'm finished prepping all of the lights, let me show you guys what my plan is for the lights. Okay, so I have 16 lights. My first plan was I have a tree like this and a circle behind it, around it. And on that side, I have another tree right there with a circle around it. So my plan was to put 4 lights around that tree and that circle, and 4 lights around this tree and this circle. Then, as you can see, I have a blue light right here, which will be coming up, and I have a red light right here, which will be coming up. My plan is to put 4 lights coming from the end back here, and then on this side where you only see I have 1 light, which is the blue light right there, and put 4 coming here away from my truck enough that if I have a bad day and back my truck up, that I will not back my truck up over the lights. So that is the plan. So let's get going. All right, before I stake them into the ground and forget, let's turn all of the lights on. And they also have a plastic coating on the top of them. So I might need a trash bag of some sort. So I'm gonna take that off. And then I'm gonna turn this one on. Oh my, I don't know how to turn it on. I don't know if this is a cover or not. Oh my goodness, this can't be right with, I can't be having all these problems with all these lights. Oh man, look. They have a little cover on the on and off switch. So I gotta peel all those off and before I'm able to switch it to on. Okay, it's on. Or I can take a chance and just switch it on. And maybe they'll be on. I know if they don't light up, it would be for 1 or 2 reasons. One, it's not on, and 2, it didn't get enough solar. Gosh, these are hard to get off too. 16 of them. That's why I'd rather try to push them up. But I want to take one more off to make sure that I push them up. Wow. I'm trying to now think, do I have something that I can get this off a little easier? Ah, Jimmy Crack Corn, what is happening here? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that, because I don't have no tweezers or nothing like that. And these flies are something else. I think they're going to be on. But we'll find out later on tonight. I mean, that first one I did, it was on. $16 lights for $28. Well, may as well say 29. Please be on, because that means I would have to dig them out the ground, and then I would be forced to take these little covers off. All right, all of them are off. Now let's go and start putting them in the ground. Now, that first set is probably not going to light up tonight because there is no sun right there. I needed to have done that earlier today, but this side over here has sun. So it still might be enough time in the day for this to get some sun. Gotta hurry up because I don't want my phone sitting in the sun too long. All right, let's cross our fingers that I did it right. All right, let's go back over this side and get 4 more lights. Over the weekend, it was cars parked all up here. If they would have put one more car would have parked there, it would have been like really close to my truck. And at first it was like uncomfortable seeing all these cars parked right here. And I was like, Dad, why are they parking all by me? But after a minute or two, I was like, I don't care. As long as they're not like on my site, I'm good. So I'm kind of going to use these lights as a barrier of where and how far for the upcoming weekend the day passes, because this is where people who come to the campground for a day park, because the overflow and the other regular parking area is filled up already. So I'm going to use my lights as kind of like a barrier as to, okay, that's the furthest you can go. No more cars can park here. But let's get doing this. I don't know, guys. They so far down in the ground, even if somebody came to park, they wouldn't see those lights. And they either gonna run over them and smash them into the ground more. But they're at a decent distance from my truck where even if somebody parked, they shouldn't park that close to my truck. But you don't know people these days. You know, if they looking for a parking spot and they need a parking spot, they best believe they will squeeze right there. And the lights they're not sticking up tall enough for someone that's pulling in that could possibly see them. But I only used 3 of them. So let's see what 3 of them would do. I'll take 3 more. And you know what? I'm gonna have 2 left. I might put these 2 like behind my screen room. All right, let's go ahead and do these 2, these 3. Trying to get an idea where. So I think this side is probably going to light up tonight, but that side is probably going to have to wait until the morning sun is over there to give them some light. All right, my friends, I'm going to end today's video where I began the video, underneath the apple trees. I hope one of them don't fall off and hit me on the head. That would not be cool at all. But as always, thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys, you know that. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys the next time.